Hello friends. Before the start of the video, I wanted to say that the preview of the video on which you clicked is just a joke, just like my other previews for the video, where there are memes at all, so don't take it seriously, and yes, you won't see any reviews here. Now let's get started. Today I would like to talk about tips and tricks to stop masturbating permanently. Excessive masturbation may cause issues with your health and relationships, and if you've experienced the negative effects and want to quit, we are here to help. Now, you may have tried to quit in the past, but found yourself slipping back into your old habits. Do not worry, we have got your back. To truly break free from compulsive masturbation, you need to build a foundation of healthy habits. As the great philosopher Socrates once said, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. So let's start laying down the bricks to build the foundation you need to quit for good. Our first tip is to avoid porn. Now, this may seem obvious, but it is arguably the most important factor. Pornography can trigger the desire to masturbate, and it can become a compulsive habit. It is like a habit loop, where exposure to porn becomes the cue that leads to the habit of masturbation, and the reward of orgasm reinforces the loop. So, if you want to quit, minimizing or eliminating exposure to porn is essential. Next, staying active is crucial. Many people masturbate because they have too much time on their hands. By finding healthy outlets for your energy, such as taking up a hobby like playing an instrument or training in martial arts, you can redirect your focus and fill your time with activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. This not only keeps you away from masturbation but also improves your overall well-being and mental health. Sometimes, a compulsive masturbation habit may have roots in psychology. It could be related to childhood trauma or be a symptom of other mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, or worst. In such cases, seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor can be immensely beneficial. They can help you uncover the root cause of your habits and guide you through the recovery process. Productivity is another important aspect to consider. It is not just about being busy, but about being effective and making progress towards meaningful goals. By focusing on activities that give you a high return on your time, energy, and effort investment, you can build a sense of purpose and fulfillment that reduces the likelihood of turning to masturbation. Spending time around others is also crucial. Masturbation is an isolating activity, and by surrounding yourself with people, you shift your focus and keep yourself occupied. If you live with others, limit the time you spend alone in your room and consider keeping devices like this and laptops in common areas to make it more challenging to access porn or masturbate. Finding a support group can make a world of difference. Sharing your concerns and experiences with trustworthy individuals who understand what you're going through can provide you with a safe space to express yourself without judgment. The support group can also help you develop healthy coping strategies and provide support during challenging times. Being your best self is not just about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is also about focusing on others and making the right decisions morally. By engaging in acts of kindness, like picking up litter, holding the door open for someone, or simply smiling at a stranger, you can shift your identity and see yourself as the hero in your own life. This change in perspective can empower you to make choices that align with your vision of a better self. Speaking of vision, having a clear vision of where you want to be in the future is crucial for your recovery. Picture your life 5 years from now, envisioning how you want to improve financially, physically, and mentally. This vision will serve as your guiding light, directing your energy and attention towards meaningful goals and motivating you to make progress on your journey to recovery. Honesty is key. Ask yourself if masturbation has become a problem in your life. Is it interfering with your relationships, work, or overall well-being? By being honest about the extent of your addiction, you can better understand the measures you need to take to quit. It is also worth considering consulting a professional sex therapist who can provide insights into how masturbation is affecting your life. Now, let's get practical. Something as simple as layering up at night can be helpful. Loungewear, underwear, or sleeping nude may make it more tempting to touch yourself. By wearing thicker clothing or adding extra layers, you create a physical barrier that can help protect against the urge. Making a strategy is vital. With the help of a professional or on your own, figure out when you are most likely to masturbate and identify the triggers. It could be a particular time of day, certain settings, or specific moods. Armed with this knowledge, you can develop a strategy to overcome these learned behaviors and address the underlying reasons for your habit. What you consume matters. In today's world, we have control over the content we expose ourselves to. Choose to consume positive and motivational content that supports your journey towards recovery. There are many helpful articles, YouTube channels, and resources available that can provide guidance and inspiration. Avoid racy content that can increase the chances of a relapse, and instead focus on self-improvement and personal growth. Remove triggers from your environment. For many people, porn is closely associated with masturbation. By removing triggers like mindlessly browsing social media, drinking alcohol excessively, or spending time with people who constantly talk about porn, you reduce the likelihood of falling back into old habits. Identify your triggers and take proactive steps to eliminate or minimize their influence on your life. Educate yourself on compulsive behavior. In some cases, masturbation becomes compulsive, and it is important to understand the difference between a high sex drive and compulsivity. Compulsive masturbation can hinder a person's ability to enjoy real sex and maintain healthy relationships. Educate yourself on the signs and symptoms of compulsive behavior, and consider seeking professional help if you believe it applies to you. Psychotherapy can be a powerful tool in controlling masturbation addiction. Cognitive behavioral therapy and acceptance therapy are two commonly used approaches that help identify unhealthy thought patterns and behaviors, replace them with positive alternatives, and develop acceptance of thoughts and feelings without acting on them impulsively. Working with a therapist can provide valuable support and guidance throughout your recovery process. Stop thinking about masturbation. Yes, it sounds counterintuitive, but trying to suppress thoughts about masturbation can often make them stronger. Instead, acknowledge the thoughts when they arise but guide them in a positive direction. Redirect your focus to productive and fulfilling activities, and over time, you'll find that these thoughts lose their power over you. Embarking on a spiritual practice can also aid in your journey towards quitting masturbation. Daily meditation, for example, can help train your mind to control impulses and resist temptation. Many religions have practices that induce a meditative state, allowing you to connect with something greater than yourself and find strength in higher spiritual states. Talking about masturbation with a trusted family member, friend, or professional can be immensely beneficial. It provides an opportunity to express your feelings, uncover underlying reasons for your behavior, and devise a strategy for recovery. Compulsive masturbation can be influenced by various factors, such as untreated mental health conditions, restricted views on sexuality, relationship issues, poor communication, inadequate sexual knowledge, cultural differences, or religious conflicts. By addressing these issues and seeking support, you can work towards a healthier relationship with your own sexuality. Sometimes, doing nothing is the key. It may sound strange, but facing your urges head-on and allowing them to arise without distraction or avoidance can help you better manage them. Understand that urges are fleeting, and it is entirely your choice whether or not to act on them. By practicing doing nothing and examining your urges, you can develop greater self-control and resilience. Lastly, be patient. Quitting masturbation is not an overnight task. It requires persistence, patience, and commitment. Do not overwhelm yourself by thinking about the rest of your life. Instead, focus on taking it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time if needed. Celebrate small victories along the way and remind yourself that you're on a journey of self-improvement and personal growth. Remember, breaking free from compulsive masturbation is a process. It will not happen overnight, and there may be ups and downs along the way. But with determination, the right mindset, and support from those around you, you can achieve your goal of quitting masturbation and embark on a path of self-discovery and healthy sexuality. Stay strong, stay committed, and remember that you're not alone on this journey.